Happy Wednesday. The question today is, do you still send greeting cards? Actually, do you still send Christmas cards? It's been a while. It's been a while. Actually, I super enjoy receiving greeting cards. Hold on, let me do a sound check. Let me do a sound check real quick. Just to make sure. Let me do a sound check real quick. Okay, the music's a little too high. Yeah, that's good. I super enjoy receiving cards, especially birthday cards. I'm not into the digital shit. I'm really not. I like my birthday cards on paper, not sent to me via email. Earlier than my birthday, if possible. That's very much appreciated. But I understand if, you know, you had a few problems, you had things going on, and you couldn't get it, whoops, to hit on my day. I get it. But yeah, no. If you want to make me smile, send me a physical card. Oop, I keep bouncing the table. Whoops. Send me a physical card. I don't like digital cards. I don't like digital cards because I'm like, it's almost like that person has sent a birthday card to my email. That's what it's like. That's what it feels like. Ooh. That's what it feels like. Someone sent my greeting card to my email and not to me. And I like having my cards up around me so I'm able to look at them, you know, as I'm doing things during the day. I love that. And if it comes before my birthday, or if it comes within that season before the big event, then I get to look forward to the eventual celebration. That being said, I get really disappointed when... Where are my glasses? I get really disappointed when I find different illustrators or stationers online, small businesses that sell greeting cards with their own artwork, and they don't ship to the UK where I am. It's very disappointing. And in those cases, I wish that they would make their greeting cards, their Christmas cards, their birthday cards, I wish they would make them digital so that I may print it out on my printer onto nice paper and then enjoy it as a physical card. But no, I think it's kind of this is just my opinion, you know. I'm not judging anybody who doesn't like it, but for me, like, I've always grown up buying cards, and yeah, I like receiving a card. It's like an extra gift for me. It's just how I feel. I like it. So I'm asking this question today because I am working on DIY, do it myself, on my computer, on my Epson greeting cards of a few of my fine art illustrations. Hold on. Oh, fine art illustrations that I made as a textile prints. This one's in pencil, and you know graphite pencil and the light does not love each other. But if I tilt it up, you should be able to see it. It's Mr. Fox, it's done in graphite. Then the background is in a mixture of inks and what do I use for this? Inks, watercolor, and a little bit of gouache. It's mixed media. That's postal paper. You know the paper you use to wrap up your parcels? I don't know if you're familiar that back in the day people used to wrap their parcels up with paper. I still love the look of it. I tried to send a parcel the other day because I sold something on eBay, and I was like, oh, I'm going to use my brown paper, and then I was like, you know, what if this gets wet? Like, what if the postman drops my parcel and it gets wet and the thing inside gets wet? And I was like, yeah, all right. Maybe not. I was sending it internationally, or it was gonna eventually be sent internationally, and I was just like, put it in plastic, it would be better. So today, I got up at the crack of today, and I've been figuring out if I can be responsible for making greeting cards, Christmas cards, and birthday cards in my studio, here in my studio, as well as offering them on my gift shop, which is at Society 6. So you can find this particular print on a whole host of items over on Society 6. And you can find a link to that by hitting the About tab on the Twitch stream or wherever you're tuning into this video. If you see the description below the video or the stream, you'll see an About tab, and then hit the About tab and hit the About tab, and you will find a panel that says gift shop, and you can go over and see this particular textile print on a whole heap of items. So over there I sell these as greeting cards, but I've been toying with the idea of doing greeting cards myself in my online store, and today I was like, yeah, today I am going to take a day off from everything else because I still need to get my tax return in, and you know, bookkeeping be boring. So I was like, no, you know what, Shan, today just make it an art day, and also do this. Anything I start in the morning is more likely, like if I get up super early in the morning, I'm more likely to be able to jam more creative projects in during the day before I get tired. So I did. So I'm trying to think how to show you this. Oh, do you know what? Maybe if I prop it up on something higher. Don't mind these. Is that better? I'm watching my own feed on Twitch, this stream, and I feel like, no, I'm not making it any better. What if I move the camera this way? No, not making it any better. It's just so faint. When I tilted it, it worked, right? Okay, what if I tilt it? Wait, hold on, look. It's spooky season. I want to have something spooky in shot at all times. That's from my spooky lights. I did that in a previous stream. I showed, like, I unboxed some spooky lights, LED lights that I bought from Amazon, and I put them up yesterday? No, day before yesterday, and I'm very happy with it. Okay. Hold on. I will get this in a minute. There. Much better, right? Okay, there you go. Alright, so I want to turn this into a Christmas card because I feel like it has this nice effect. And like I said, you can already get this as Christmas card over in my Society 6 store. But I want to see if I can, you know, sell these in my own store online as well as. I want to see whether or not my printer can manage it using not so expensive inks, because the inks are normally the most expensive part of the process. And so this is what I did today. The hardest part of today was matching up the colors, and I did lots of test prints today. Many test prints that didn't work. So I want to do A6 cards because I think it's a cute size. So that's my A6 card, right? I did that today as a test print. And I was like, yeah, this is a good size for a card. This works. This totally works. Let's push the laptop out of the way. Don't need to see that. This totally works as a card. Cool. I love the size. And then I did test prints to see if I could get a really good color match to Mr. Fox, to Foxy over here. And that was the hardest part, getting a really good color match. Let me change the lighting a little bit. Bring that forward. That was the hardest part. Because I'm not going to be purchasing like ridiculously pricey inks. So can I do it? It's important for me to get it. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I tried to color match it. These two were duds. I love, the problem was trying to get the same shade of the outline of the fox and match that up on my test prints. And what I found was it was either coming out too warm, too much saturation, or too cool. And I think this looks like snow because the ink and the watercolor at the back has this kind of not stippling, I don't know what I would call it, stippling, like there's the little white speckles in the ink that happen naturally. I think look like snow. And so I thought, yeah, it would make a really cute Christmas card, you know, someone who's an animal lover, you know, yes, this will work. This is also one of my favorite pieces, and I did it during a 21-day drawing challenge. Was this my second drawing challenge I did? Yeah, the first drawing challenge I did 100 daily drawings in 100 days, and then about a year and a half, maybe 2 years later, I did a 20. It was supposed to be a 30 days, but I think I did 21 days, and this came out of it, and I was really happy with that. It was really about experimentation and play, and just to do whatever felt right. And I love mixing pencil with inks. Anyway, so this was me today, and I was really happy with that. And I was like, oh, look how you did it. It looks really good. I used this as a template because I have an A6 template that I made ages ago, because I was also considering selling these as digital downloads for those who cannot shop in the UK, and for those who shop for physical cards in the UK, and for those who just haven't got time. Digital print is very handy. So I did all this, and then I used that and folded it up to see whether or not my A6 came out right. And so I did many. I also want to sell these in my store as a print, because I think it's nice as a print, right? But again, matching up the colors was difficult. But this like plain, this is plain photocopy paper. Then I tried it on the nice paper. This is the nice paper. So this is a fine art paper. This is Seawhite of Brighton, just to test my coloring, and it looks good. Like I can see it on screen. It looks okay. But you know, when I thought I had cracked it, I thought I had cracked it, and then I noticed that like the detail was being lost. So it's kind of like like I can get the background looking the right saturation, but I lose the detail, or I get the detail and I lose the background. So then so then like this took me about an hour or two, 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to get to this point where I thought I was done. So I went back to the drawing board and did more test print in, more test print in, more test print in, and this is the one I decided to finish on. So the back is more the back is paler, the background is paler, and the wolf is more saturated. And I had to compromise. I was like, really, I need this wolf on this kind of like, I need this wolf on here. Ideally, this tone of wolf on this tone of background, but I can't do it. And I've learned something today. Mixing media makes it difficult when you need to edit and scan, but not scanning in, that's not really something, but it's difficult, like, because the media is different. Trying to fix this up in Photoshop means that you've got, well, for me personally, I've had to compromise between the two, and that's a learning curve that I've got. But I've settled on this one, and although it's not an exact match, I decided to just make it work as a card. Right, so it works as a card, and then I then did it on the nice paper, and I'm like, yeah, that'll work. I'm like, that'll work. Like I think it will work as a print. I'm like, it will work. Nothing's gonna match the original, but there's a lot going on here. There's brown paper, there's inks and everything, there's graphite pencil. I didn't go in too hard with the pencil either. So I think as a print, that's about as close as I'm going to get it. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with selling that as a print, like in my store. So I'm cool. So, what do I have to do? So the last thing I have to do is I have to go over and clean up these edges, because I don't want a hard edge. I don't want anything framing the corner. I haven't got an example here, but I'm just gonna go in Photoshop and clean up that edge. So this is what I'm working on today. That's what we're doing. So now that I've got the sample that I want as a card and the sample that I'm using as a print, I'm pretty cool with that. That's cool. Let me put this away. Oh, well, let me put this somewhere else while I'm working on this. So now I want to see if I can successfully turn this lady, this textile print. Oops. Yo, you need to be up at all times. It's just not working, is it? Was it better when it was sitting here? You know when you have an idea and like you know when you have an idea for something and you're like, okay, that will work. Okay, so yeah, I want to turn this lady into a print. So this is textile print that I used for my collection of comfy oversized box tops. Her name is Mona. She's very cute with a lot of detail in her chains. That's what my brand used to be called. So yeah, I used this part, this top part, as the textile print. It's a repeat print, and so I wanna offer this as a physical card also. and see if it works. Two things I want to work out is, will it work in this size? And can my inks handle it? So let's set this up on here. So I'm going to be doing this while I talk to you today. Did I do that? I did do that. I'm just running through my little list of things I have to do. I did do that. So let's see if this works. I have to pull up a file. Let's see if this will work. So I'm just testing it out to see if it will do. So I just need any file with Mourner in it. It is turning cold outside, yeah. It was a cold night. It was a cold night. I opened, had the heater on for quite a bit, my little heater. Weather be changing, bro. The weather be changing. Oh, you know what I have to do? I need to explain what happened in the previous stream. I meant to start off with that. So in the I found the file. In the in the previous stream, do you want a little shot of what I'm doing? Do you want to see? I wonder if I can turn the camera over so you can see exactly what I'm doing a little bit. Because I know I'm talking to you about it, but I'm not moving very much. That's my smoothie. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Can it do it? There you go. Hold on. So I'm yeah. That's my laptop. All right, laptop. So I'm on here now, and I'm going to be. Do you know what's interesting? Where is all my yeah. So I'm gonna try. This is what I'm doing while I'm chatting to you. I'm just gonna be seeing if I can turn this into a postcard. Just wanted to give you a visual of what I'm actually doing while I'm doing it. All right. Thank goodness for these arms. These mic arms. Oh, they make life so much easier. Okay. Yeah, so last stream. Last stream, which is still available to watch. And on that stream I talk about my love of the 2H pencil. And I was streaming, and I'm streaming on my phone at the moment because my operating system on this laptop doesn't support OBS, and it doesn't support it. It doesn't support it, and so I'm streaming on my phone now. It used to support it, but it doesn't support it anymore. So until I can update my operating system, Abby's here. So Hold on a second. That would do. So yeah, so I'm let me do a sound check. Let me do a quick sound check. I'm always worried about the sound. No, hold on. Let me do a quick sound check. Play a bit of music so I can hear. It's really different streaming on your phone. One, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, you're getting some feedback. Okay, yeah, so I was streaming on my phone and gabbering away, talking about something. I don't remember I don't remember what I was gabbering about. And all of it, I know I was in the meat of my conversation. Okay. I know I was in the meat of my conversation, and I was in like the meat and potatoes of my conversation. I was in there deep. I was in knives and forks, and I was going in. I was busting a sweat. I was just making it work, and what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about, but all of a sudden, everything shut down. My phone went black. I watched my feed on here just in case, you know what I mean, things come up in the chat, and everything went dark. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happened? What's going on? And I realized that my phone, the battery on my mobile went dead. Because I forgot to plug in the charger before I started streaming. And that's why everything just went dead. But it was so abrupt. I was offended. It was so abrupt. I was offended. I should put this. Hold on. I should write a little thing. I was so abrupt. It was so abrupt. I was offended. So that's why it just ended. And you know, when your phone goes dead, it's a bitch to charge up quickly. And I knew it weren't going to charge up quickly. And I was like, I mean, I guess I could jump back on later. You know what I mean? I guess I could jump on later and finish off what I was saying. But I was just like, you know what? Nah. I was like, no. In my gift shop. Just to explain, you can get this now, and I'm on Society 6 at all Shan's gifts. That's the name of my store, but you can find the link in about section. Right? You can find the link in my about section. So wherever you're watching this, or in the description if you're watching this anywhere else, so you can find it. Right, so I've lined this print up. I've lined this print up on here, and we're just gonna do a test print on my printer, so it's going to get a little bit loud. It's going to get a little bit loud. I'm still adding things to the gift shop. But at the moment, that's what you can get on there. Whoops. You might hear me faffing about the papers because I can hardly see what I'm doing. Hardly. Oh. Oi. Alright, papers in. Oh, I realised where I went wrong. Whacked up completely. Alright. So, let's give this a whirl. So I have to change the page setup to A4. Where's A4? A4. Okay. Profile, portrait, sorry. All right, we good for a test print. So what I'm gonna do is, this is like, you can buy all that. All Shan's gifts. You can find the link in about section. Okay, so let's move this over. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if I should print this as a best photo on here. Aww. It's black and white, so I just want to know, you know what, let me do it as a photo. I don't need best photo. Cool. Okay, so that's gonna print. You're gonna hear some printy noises. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Let's have some more of my smoothie. Oops. Also for the studio, I've got a spooky corner happening, and I want to make some bats, and also I want to make a woman flying, a witch flying on a broomstick, like a stencil. So like a stencil. So like, I'm thinking like witch, face, body, broomstick kind of thing with legs. So I'm thinking like that, which I know you cannot see, but like as a stencil. So this will all be made out of paper, like cutouts, and put it up on the wall. Thinking of doing that, but I thought it would be nice to do it with this color card, because my spooky lanterns, my spooky pumpkin lanterns, are all this lovely shade of orange, and I just thought, what about a colorful spooky setup, as opposed to just, you know, everything being in black. I thought about that. I never done a colorful spooky setup. Okay, something went wrong. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Gonna have to do it again. Mm-hmm. What are you telling me, laptop? What are you telling me? I have to do it again. Let's do it again. Came out wrong. Okay. Didn't come out quite right. I'm not sure why it came out wrong. Came out a bit junty, and for some reason didn't think to print that bit. But looking good so far. So hopefully this one will come out okay. There is no good place for you today, my friend. There you go. Why has it stopped printing? It's just stopped printing. What? Ugh. Ah! Okay. I mean, I don't know what that means. I'm not sure why that is actually happening. Why is that happening? Try again. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm. Okay, the paper is in. Check. Oh, I didn't put the guide. I didn't put the guide. I didn't, like in your printer, like your printer's like this. Can't imagine a printer now. Your printer's like this, and there's usually a guide right here, and you have to move this guide to decide where you want the paper to go. I had the guide here and not here, and so it wasn't feeding through properly, and as it was coming through it was wonkyfying and the print was coming out like that. So it's my fault. So I've done the guide now. I've set the guide up now. Hey folks, here every Wednesday 3 till 4. Jokes guaranteed every Wednesday 3 till 4. Alright, let's try it again. I think this one's gonna do it. I think this is the one. I think this is the one, peeps. I think this is the one. So yeah, let me use this paper. So I'm like, I think I want to do like, it's printing, right? Oh. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I want to do, something like that. Maybe with puffs. Oh my god. Afro puff witch. Cool, cool. I'm not sure how I would make that work. But like, she's holding onto her broomstick. And her legs are out. Like that. And then like that's her broomstick. That will work, right? Well, No, because I've done that completely wrong. I can draw. So forget that. But like all of that would be all shaded in. It will all be in card. Well, I don't have any card. So, but it'll be like a silhouette. And she will have an afro puff because that's how I feel. I think that will work. And have some of these cut out and put up on the wall. But I really want to do it in this blue card. I think it'd be kind of cool. This one's looking better. Which one's looking better? There's hope yet. Okay, moment of truth. Oh my gosh, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Yeah, it did it. It did it. Okay, so now what I have to do is I have to fold it along the guidelines. I did this, by the way, in Photoshop a few months ago. I have the oldest version of Photoshop known to man, and I'm really proud that I was able to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to fold this up along the guidelines, and it will magically turn into an A6 card. I got hope for this one. I think the more technical ones are the ones. Everything I've created in pencil is going to be more technical. Yeah, this is like, I'm just seeing, you know, I'm just playing around and seeing if I can do it. If it's too much, then I'll just, you know, I'll just direct everybody to the Society 6 store. They can buy it from there. But, you know, because there's people that just want to buy shit from Society 6. I gotta line this up properly. You know. Let me go back to... Oops. Should we change the music a little bit? It's gotten a little sad. There you go. I should put a link in my chat. How do I do that? Duplicate. I'm going to put a link in chat to where you can find stuff from Society 6. Bear with me. Oh, this doesn't mess up my bandwidth. Hold on. Where is the About section? Where is it? There we go. Let's find this gift shop link. Copy. That's copy link address. Okay, so let me come over here. I'm going to put this in the chat, and this is my gift shop. Okay, so it's in the chat. So if you're part of the replay gang, you can do that. And if you want to see, because I told you earlier in the stream that I am, this half of the print is what I've used for my textile design, which when I'm on here, I'll try and remember to bring on the top because I've made it. It's just that I haven't released it. So let me let me send you to this place. Whoops. I'm going to send you to the print so you can go and check out where I'm at with the collection. Hold on, I'm about to be fabulous and put all the links in the chat. I just need like 2 minutes to be fabulous. I need 1 more minute to be fabulous. Hold on. That's my link. Wow, that's a really long link. But that's where you can find my box top. So this collection, I've been working on it for some time, and I haven't released it yet, but it's on its way. And you can sign up to the waiting list. Let me close this now because that's gonna mess up my bandwidth. Let's get rid of that. You can sign up to the waiting list to be notified of it if you like the print, and you can also check out exactly where I am in the process, what I've made, and what the style of the tops look like. Okay, so let's do this. Let's finish this off and see if this has worked. Let's bring this up a little bit. Okay, so I have to fold along this line. Okay, so okay, it's happening. It's happening. Okay, so whoa. It's now this line. Oh, if the links don't work, I just thought after this has ended, you can go to my website and you can find links to my new collection and to the gift shop from there. There's links to get everywhere. All right. This should work now, right? I've folded all the bits up. What is wrong? Ah, right. I've just figured out why this is not working. So I used the wrong template. I used the landscape template and I should have used the portrait template, which is why I'm getting all muddled, but it's okay. We just want to see if it will work. You just have to imagine, use your imagination a little bit. Hold on. Okay. Do this a little upside down. You know, it's really hard when you're trying to tell people what you do and that you have a collection, but it's not being released yet, and they're like, oh, can I, what are you doing? You still want people to go over to the online store and check it out, but you know they can't buy anything. And people don't really buy anything as soon as they've seen it. They need time to kind of work out who you are and what you do and if they can trust you online. Which is why on the website with that link, you'll see if you go to shop, it will let you know. Like I've got a page where I've written where I am at with it and how close I am to finishing it. And I show all the pieces and what's being made. So okay, so I did this. I do have a template. I do have a portrait template, but I dropped this into the same template I used for Mr. Fox. And I should have used my portrait template, no worries. So I dropped it into that, which is why it works with that. But use your imagination. It's going to be this way around and open up, but still it works, right? As a card. No detail lost. And then on the inside, I'm going to leave it blank. Then on the back, it will have my details. This is pretty good. I'm happy with this. This can run. This can run. Also, greeting cards are a great way to invest in an artist's work without having to fork out for something you're not sure about. Like if there's an artist that you really like online and you wanna support them, you wanna own a little bit of what they do, but you're not ready to commit to a higher purchase just yet because you're still trying to get to know them, but you're drawn to one or two things that they do. Greeting cards are a good way to go because you can always put this in a frame and put this up, you know, in your studio or in your office, and like you've got their art with you in the small, most non-committal way. And then as you get to know the artist or you like the work, then you can start buying up. But this is a great way to have little pieces because I mean small art matters too, right? It really does. And I like greeting cards because if you have a person in your life that you know likes afro-haired ladies, has an afro hair, or in fact loves wildlife, then I think it's a really good way to gift art because you know art is really art's very subjective. It's really about what people are attracted to, so it's hard to buy it for someone. But if you buy it as a greeting card, then they can always, you know, keep it. I mean, they can always bin it, but they can always keep it if they like it and then frame it. And that way you've given them, you've sort of added to their art collection without kind of pushing it in their face because you don't know what kind of room people have. So I think a greeting card is a good way to start. There's many different, like, great ways to use a greeting card. So I like that. I'm feeling pretty good about these two things. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Come, look at my messy table and my smoothie. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Ah, you don't want to see my smoothie. That does not look good on camera. It does not look good on the stream. It tastes amazing. It doesn't look good on the stream. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That came out all right. And like I said, it's dark, and so it's gonna be okay. So, you know, it's nice when a plan comes together. Sometimes when I do things, there's so much like aggro involved, but it's nice when a plan comes together. It's really nice. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is I need to test this on really lovely, well, I know that it works on this lovely paper because this is lovely fine art paper, so I know it's gonna work. But what I want to know is, because I did this with like super expensive Epson inks, right? Epson Durabright archival quality, non ultra gray, I can't remember what it's called, but like non-fade. So I haven't got those inks at the moment, and I want to see whether or not I can make a really good strong black from the inks that I've got. So would you be impressed with me if I already had a piece of card ready for me to stick in the printer? Would you be impressed? Would you be impressed? I would be impressed, because I know me. Can I use this one? I thought I had one already cut up and waiting. I do. Wait. Can I do that? Oh, I got to talk to you about folding and creasing. We've got to talk folding and creases in a minute. Okay, so I haven't got one ready, which means I've got to cut up some paper. So I'm going to do this running out of complete and utter space on the table. I'm going to do this. All right. We are almost there. Oh, let's make some room. I gotta tell you about a neat trick I found online. All about getting the nice, crisp, sharp edge if you're making your own DIY cards. Because normally when you're making cards, so I broke a nail there. Normally when you're making cards, you get like this horrible crease here when you're trying to bend it the normal way. Hold on. And I was like, okay, I don't want that in my cards. You know what I mean? Printing them at home can still be profesh. And so I'm trying very hard not to spend money, just to make do with everything I have. It's a new concept when it comes to art or buying any equipment to make my garments. I am just like, let's put any little bit of money we have and make it. But I am trying very hard to what we doing? Oh, I'm trying very hard to just not make do. Because there's other things going on in my life that I could really use money for. So yeah. So yeah, when you're making a DIY, when you're making DIY cards, when you're doing DIY cards, that crease down the middle is quite important, that it be sharp. And there are a couple tools out there that, from my extensive research, kind of indent the paper. Ooh, and gives you a nice edge to fold on. But one of those be £15, or I could use a bone, an actual, not a bone, but it's called a bone. It's a bone you use on paper. Google it. And I'm like, wait, surely there has to be another way. I shouldn't have to keep buying things every time I want to produce something. There has to be another way of doing this. And I found a way, and I'm going to show you while this is printing. But first, let me set up let me set up the printer. Okay, so I have to drop this into an A5 file. So I'm just going to drop it in here. And my pre-made A5 template with my guidelines. Just size it up a little bit. Is that right? Feels right. Bear with me. I'm just trying to make sure this works without being weird. It's weird because this is an A4 print, so I'm not sure why it doesn't perfectly line up on my A5 template. It should, because it's an A4 print. It's started off like that, so it should line up. It's okay, I just want to see if the inks will work. I'll tell you what, let's make it a little bit bigger. Then I think it will work. I really don't want it bigger. I really want everything to fit in the same place. I'm thinking while I'm doing. This one won't work. My template for this will not work. So I have to readjust this a little bit to get it to work. Oh, look at that, almost perfect. Okay. It's alright, I'm not changing it. Okay, I've got to rotate the canvas. Do you want to see what I'm doing? Do you want to see what I'm doing in my little peek? Don't mind my smoothie. There you go. Give you a little peek. Rotate canvas. Where is rotate canvas? I want to rotate the canvas. Cool. Okay. Yeah, when you're up mobile, you want to show your screen. This is what it looks like. It's not smooth. Okay, so I'm trying to fit it in between my guidelines. Oh, my guidelines are not perfectly matched. That is why. Oh, this guideline. Oh, okay. So I have a 1 centimeter border, and then I have a 2 millimeter border within that, because some of the pieces that I make, that I create, draw, paint, they're not edge to edge, and so I like to give them a little bit more of a white border. For example, like this one, it's not edge to edge, comes in, which I like this. I like the effect of it coming in. So I have to set a guideline to line this up. But because this doesn't have that going on, it's all white, it's not necessary. But I just noticed my little guideline here, this guideline right here, this one right here, is not perfectly matched. It's wrong. Why is it way out there? Should be here. One, two. I'm not sure why that does that. Let's make it a bit. Okay, these are all mils. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, these are 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Oh, these are inches. No, I don't want these inches. I want these as centimeters. This is a little off this line. Why is this off? No, that's right. That's right. This one's right. 1, 2 mil. And this one is supposed to be 1, 2 mil. Alright, fixed it. Fixed it. Okay. Just got good headspace. Alright, cool. Works perfectly. Why it doesn't fit in here, I don't know though, because oh, I don't want to do that. I want it like that. She's supposed to be tilting a little bit too at an angle. Ever so slightly. She's supposed to be ever so slightly at an angle. Alright, so let's print this out. Because we at the top of the hour. But I like to finish a job. So let's print print with preview. This is A5, right? Yeah, my Photoshop is ancient, but you know what? It works. Okay, so let me move you down here. Hold on. Move you back over here. Oh, I put in the rest of the information. Yeah, you're really getting a righteous view of like everything today. Alright, let me make sure. This doesn't feel right, does it? It feels a bit weird. It's not how it was when we left it. Alright. Yeah, I've got a very messy table. And I love it. Okay. Print. We're going to do this as a best photo. I really hope this comes out great. If not, we're going to have to rethink the whole thing. Okay, so, okay. A5, right? I'm going to trust myself. Properties. Best photo. Okay. Sometimes my paper, my printer doesn't love taking paper this hard. You can take a few goes before I get it. Oh. Oh, you did? No. Come on. dear. Okay. This is the only thing I'm a little... Alright, it's happening. Okay, so while that is happening, let me share with you a little trick. I don't know if you're making your own cards at home. I don't know. But if you are, let me show you a little trick for getting that nice crease on your paper. So, let me make sure you can see everything. You can see everything. Let me give myself a full desk. Okay. So, this is a trick I saw on YouTube. You want to use a ruler with a beveled edge. I actually have a Pattern Master, which is a measuring tool in that pattern cutters use, and it has a more rounded edge. But anything with a beveled edge, anything that's got like roundness to it. So I would say rather than something sharp like this, something rounded like that. Also, actually, I've got two techniques to show you. Two. This is one. So put it wherever you need it in the paper to go. And I'm going to make some lines so that I can do this roughly in the right way. Our print has finished. So I want to make this edge. Yeah? Let's get everything in shot. It's Halloween. Get my little dude in shot. Whoa. Just make sure you can see everything. I don't want you missing out on anything lovely. Alright, so line it up with where you want it, and then gently fold the paper over. Now I'm using fine art paper, right? So from what I've learned, when you just fold it over and you make that kind of weird crease on the side, that kind of weird bent crease, it's because all the fibers are being crushed. So this method will help you avoid crushing the fibers. So place your ruler down and hold it quite firmly, and then gently put your hands underneath the card or paper. I'm demonstrating on the Seawhite of Brighton. Gently run your finger, gently, just pull the card over. Just pull the paper over gently. She was way more sophisticated showing this method. But essentially you're trying to push the paper against here, against the ruler, and just push it forward. You can pull it, but I find it easier to just do that. So I find, and then like run my fingers down the middle of it and just gently push it over so that you're pushing it on the edge of the ruler. And on the inside you've got that telltale kind of like where the fibers have been crushed, but on the outside, look at that clean edge. Look at that clean mofo edge. And then I like to finish it off, personally, with a really slow pull down. That is so satisfying. Really slow pull down. Just to get that crispness. And look at that edge, boy. Look at that edge. No crinkly bits. Okay, so that's one way to do it. The second way to do it, I'm going to use this paper again, is by creating an indent indentation feels right. And indent in your paper first, which would be what would run down the middle of the page ideally. So again, I'm going to put a little mark in here so I can see what I'm doing. And then take the edge of your ruler. It should be rounded, right? And then go ahead and run this all the way down against the first ruler with some force, a couple times, and you're gonna see a dent in the paper, which is normally the kind of dent you see inside of a greeting card. I hope you're picking that. Yeah, you can just about pick that out. Now you could keep going ideally because that dent is pretty soft. We could keep going, but the problem is I don't know if I'll be able to line it up properly. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind. And press a little harder. Okay, so that's a real dent. Okay, now I'm gonna keep my ruler there. Wait, my beveled ruler. Line it up. And do the same thing as before. Gently from underneath, I'm gonna gently pull that round. Right up on the indented part of the paper. I'm feeling quite nervous, are you? Like, normally when you're demonstrating things live, it don't work. Normally. So that's what the inside looks like. This is our line, right? So now I'm gonna fold that all the way over, and I'm gonna take my bevel ruler and I'm gonna just gently just gently run. Oh, that's right, gently. I want to run it down the paper, so gently run it down the paper to get a smoother edge. I think this technique is more satisfying than the first one because you have to take your sweet time about it. And I like that, and I like running anything down. I love making creases in paper. Okay, are you ready for the big reveal? Because this is something special. Look at that sharp mofo edge. Look at that. None of that horrible like twisting of the fibers. I tell you, boy. And you can do this. Like, all you need is a bevel ruler. You can do this. Get that sharp edge with your cards. You are welcome. Okay, so our prints came out. Meant to do a drum roll, but I forgot. So here is the print on the really nice special paper using my not so expensive inks. And let's do a little comparison, because it still needs to be of a good quality for me to say, okay, I'm gonna do this at home with my like cheaper inks. That's really what this whole thing is about. Okay, so let's get a little closer and have a look. The blacks be looking black, y'all. Yo, there is a minute difference in the tone of black. It's minute. This one's a tiny bit warmer, but that's because this paper is a tiny bit warmer. It's not like like it's white, but it's not as white as this paper. What did I do this on? This might be this paper might be come on. This might be printed on a heavyweight heavyweight Cassart. This might be a Cassart heavyweight or a mixed media, because I only buy those two. I only bought those two papers at the time when I printed this, so this might be one of those two. So it's a little bit warmer, slightly warmer than that, but the blacks are rich, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the way it came out. Okay, so I feel confident. I feel really confident. I feel like really confident to do this in the studio. You can still buy these. Where is my little sign? Whilst I am making my greeting cards. Wait, where's our first one? Whilst I'm making the greeting cards, because that's going to take me a little time to make greeting card samples. You can purchase this and another print. This textile print as a greeting card, and you can pick up, because you know, if you're going to send them, this is the time, and you can pick up, let me see if I can find it. Can I find it? I got a feeling I'm not going to be able to find the other one. No, I can't find the other one. It's called Why We Was... Oh, here we go. There it is. So, you can pick this illustration up, and you can pick this textile print up, both as many different things. As all of these things written here in my gift shop. This print. And this in the Society 6 shop. You can do that, and that shop's not going anywhere, so you can go and get things, or you can go and have a look, or tell your peeps about it. That shop is staying up, but I'm happy to make these little cards, these A6 cards, greeting cards from home. I will be doing this print at some point, probably a little later on today. I'll be testing that out on my special paper. But yeah, I'm happy with these inks. So this is a go. This is a yes. I will be making greeting cards in my studio and selling them alongside in Society 6 on my website. I will update you and let you know when those things become available in store. When you can buy these from my website. But yeah, Society 6 is there. You can go and take a look. Go to the About section in under... I always get tongue-tied here. Go to the About section in Twitch under my streams, and you will find a link to Society 6 to pick this up as a card, as a water bottle, as a phone case. Alright, I'm tuning out. I'm gonna wrap this stream up. Thanks for staying with me if you made it this long. Replay gang, you are important to me. And I will be back on stream. I don't know when. My set days now are Wednesday. I'm definitely going to be here on a Wednesday from 3 till 4. But I jump on randomly because I like the freedom of being non-committal and jumping on stream whenever I have the energy to do so. But yes, you can find me on here. I'll definitely be back on. If you want to be notified, the best thing to do is to hit follow, and then Twitch will send you a notification to your phone to let you know I'm here. Okay, so I will see you again soon. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.